a world that often seems shrouded in uncertainty and shadowed by trials, there emerges a beacon of hope, a voice of unparalleled love and wisdom that seeks to guide us through the tumult. It is the voice of the divine, whispering truths that resonate with the very core of our beings, offering light on our paths and strength for the journey. Within the sacred dialogue between the Creator and His creation, there are messages of profound importance and timeless truths that stand as pillars of hope, encouragement, and direction for all who are willing to listen. As we navigate the complexities of life with its myriad challenges and joys, these divine messages serve as a compass, pointing us towards a life of purpose, fulfillment, and peace. They invite us to delve deeper into our faith, to trust in the boundless love and mercy of God, and to step forward with courage and conviction into the plans He has for us. Through a series of poignant revelations, we are reminded of the power of perseverance, the beauty of forgiveness, and the promise of God's unfailing presence and support. Let us then journey together through these messages, allowing them to uplift our spirits, guide our steps, and transform our lives. As we do, may we find ourselves drawn ever closer to the heart of God, discovering within His words the hope, strength, and peace we so deeply seek. Welcome to a journey of discovery where the timeless wisdom of the divine meets the pressing needs of our hearts and lives, encouraging us time and again to never give up. God's unconditional love and purpose. From the beginning of time, before the stars were hung in the sky, before the mountains were set upon the earth, there was you, carefully conceived in the mind of the Creator. This journey we call life is not a series of random events, but a meticulously crafted narrative, woven with purpose and intention. You were not brought into this world by chance. Each breath you take, each step you make, has been anticipated with divine eagerness. The Lord says, "I have loved you with everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness." Before you even took your first breath, your name was whispered in the heavens, a symbol of the unique role you were destined to play in the tapestry of existence. Your life reflects God's love, a testament to His grand design. Even when the path seems unclear and the purpose of your struggles remains hidden, remember that you are never alone. God has been with you from the beginning, guiding, protecting, and loving you through every moment. This divine narrative speaks of a love so profound, so unconditional, that it transcends our understanding. It is a love that does not falter in the face of our mistakes or diminish with our doubts. Instead, it embraces us more fiercely, urging us to see ourselves as God sees us, precious, purposeful, and infinitely loved. God's message to you today is a reminder of this unwavering love and the purposeful creation that you are. You were chosen for this time, for this place, for the specific challenges and joys you encounter. Each day is an opportunity to live out the divine purpose woven into the fabric of your being. The journey may be fraught with uncertainty, but the destination is assured. With God's hand guiding you, there is no obstacle too great, no burden too heavy, and no question too daunting. So, when the world tells you to give up, when your own heart falters, listen instead to the voice of God. Hear His assurance of love and purpose in your life. Remember, you were created not just to exist, but to thrive, to contribute to the world in a way only you can. Your presence here is no accident. It's a vital part of God's master plan. In times of doubt, look upwards. Remember the divine love that brought you here and the purpose that sustains you. You are a cherished child of the universe, held in the arms of God, destined for greatness beyond your wildest dreams. Don't give up, for your story is still unfolding, and with God, all things are possible. Encouragement through challenges. In the heart of every challenge lies a divine invitation, an opportunity to grow, to strengthen your faith, and deepen your trust in God. It's during these times When the storm clouds gather and the path ahead seems obscured, that God's voice whispers most clearly, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This divine assurance is not just a promise of presence, but a testament to the power that is made perfect in our weakness. The struggles you face today are not mere obstacles, but stepping stones on your journey toward fulfillment and growth. Each trial, each moment of uncertainty, is part of a larger plan, meticulously designed to draw you closer to the essence of who you are meant to be, and closer to God, who walks beside you every step of the way. God's encouragement through challenges is a beacon of hope in our darkest hours. It's an affirmation that no matter how fierce the storm, you are not navigating it alone. There is a force greater than any hardship you might face, ready to guide you, support you, and provide the strength you need to persevere. This strength does not mean the absence of pain or the instant removal of obstacles, but the assurance that you have everything you need to face them and emerge victoriously. Moreover, the message of encouragement is deeply woven with threads of healing and renewal. God is keenly aware of the scars and wounds that life's battles leave behind. Yet, he assures us, "I have seen your tears. I will heal you." The healing God offers transcends physical ailments, reaching deep into the soul, mending broken hearts, and restoring peace to troubled minds. It's a profound process that acknowledges the pain of the past, while promising a future where such pains become distant memories, overshadowed by joy and contentment. The promise of brighter days ahead is not a mere platitude, but a foundational truth of God's kingdom. It is the light at the end of the tunnel, the dawn that follows the darkest night. God's plan for your life includes seasons of joy, abundance, and peace that surpass your current struggles. These are not just possibilities, but certainties, for with God, all things are possible. So, when the weight of the world bears down upon your shoulders, remember this divine message of encouragement. Lean not on your understanding, but trust in the Lord with all your heart. He is the architect of the universe, the healer of the broken, and the source of all strength. In his hands, what seems like the end is only the beginning of something new, something beautiful. Embrace the challenges with faith, knowing that they are part of a divine design to elevate you, refine you, and prepare you for the glorious future that awaits you. Hold fast to the promise that no matter what you face, you are never alone. God is with you today, tomorrow, and forever, turning trials into triumphs and pain into purpose. Don't give up, for the best is yet to come, freedom and forgiveness. In the tapestry of life, each thread of experience, choice, and consequence weaves a story unique to every soul. Within this narrative, the themes of freedom and forgiveness emerge as pivotal chapters, revealing the depth of God's love and the breadth of his grace. "For I will forgive their wickedness and will remember their sins no more," declares the Lord, illuminating the path to true liberation, a journey from the shadows of past mistakes into the light of new beginnings. This divine promise of forgiveness is not merely an erasure of wrongs, but a profound invitation to experience freedom in its most authentic form. It is God's open hand, extended toward every heart, burdened by regret, and every spirit shackled by the chains of past decisions. The message is clear. Your history does not define your destiny. The mistakes of yesterday need not overshadow the potential of tomorrow. God's love is the key that unlocks the prison door, setting captives free to embrace the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. Embracing this freedom requires a leap of faith, a willingness to leave behind the familiar territory of guilt and step into the uncharted realm of grace. It's an acceptance of the truth that in God's eyes, you are more than the sum of your past actions. You are a beloved child, deserving of love, capable of change, and destined for greatness. This realization is the first step on the road to healing, a journey marked not by a denial of the past, but by a transformation of its power over you. The theme of forgiveness extends beyond the divine act of mercy bestowed upon us. It also encompasses the forgiveness we extend to ourselves and others. As we are forgiven, we are called to forgive, to release the bitterness and burdens that tether our hearts to hurtful memories. This mutual exchange of forgiveness is the cornerstone of true freedom, a liberation not just from the consequences of sin, but from the cycle of resentment and retribution that so often ensnares us. God's encouragement to embrace freedom and forgiveness is accompanied by an assurance of his unwavering support. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. In our most vulnerable moments, when the weight of past mistakes presses heavily upon us, God's strength becomes our refuge. His grace is a balm for wounded souls, healing the scars of regret and clothing us in the garments of redemption. As we accept the gift of God's forgiveness, we are invited to walk in newfound freedom. This liberty is not an invitation to complacency, but a call to growth, a challenge to rise above our past and to pursue a future characterized by love, purpose, and hope. With each step forward, we discover that the most beautiful chapters of our lives are often written on the blank pages that follow forgiveness. In this journey of freedom and forgiveness, let us remember that God's love is the compass that guides us. His grace is the wind that propels us, and his mercy is the anchor that holds us steady. No matter the depth of our transgressions, the breadth of his forgiveness is greater still. So, let go of the chains that bind you to yesterday. Embrace the freedom offered by God's loving forgiveness and step into the new beginnings that await. With open hearts and lifted spirits, we can move forward, transformed by grace, renewed by love, and liberated to live the abundant life promised to us. Don't give up, for in God you are forgiven, free, and forever cherished. Promise of protection and blessings. In the divine dialogue that weaves through the fabric of our lives, one of the most comforting assurances we receive from God is the promise of his protection, provision, and blessings. I am with you always, he declares, a beacon of hope that shines unwaveringly even in the darkest nights of our souls. This pledge is not merely a passive declaration, but an active commitment from the Creator, guaranteeing a shield of protection over those who place their trust and align their paths with his divine will. The journey of life, with its inherent twists and turns, often presents challenges that seem insurmountable, dreams that appear unreachable, and futures that look bleak. Yet, amidst these uncertainties, God's promise stands as an unshakable pillar, affirming that no obstacle is too formidable, no dream too distant, and no future too dim for those sheltered under his wings. This divine promise of protection is a comprehensive assurance that encompasses not only physical safety, but also the safeguarding of our minds and spirits against the despair that often seeks to engulf us. Moreover, God's commitment to providing for his children is a testament to his boundless generosity and meticulous care for every aspect of our lives. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus, he assures us, addressing not only our material needs, but also our spiritual, emotional, and psychological requirements. This provision is tailor-made and crafted with precision to match the unique needs of each individual, ensuring that our cups overflow with his goodness and mercy. The blessings that flow from trusting and following God are not confined to the transient treasures of this world, but extend to the profound realms of joy, peace, and success that the world cannot give or take away. These blessings are the fruits of a life lived in harmony with God's purposes, marked by a deep sense of fulfillment, contentment, and assurance that regardless of life's fluctuations, our worth and destiny are secured in Him. God's promise of blessings encompasses the realization of dreams that align with His will, the attainment of a prosperous future, not just in material wealth, but in the richness of character, and the experience of joy and peace that transcends earthly circumstances. This divine assurance is a call to lift our eyes above the immediate to the eternal, to trust that with God, the best is not only possible, but promised. In embracing God's promise of protection, provision, and blessings, we are invited to walk in a posture of faith, not fear, expectation, not resignation. It is a journey that requires us to lean not on our understanding but to trust in His unfailing guidance, knowing that He can do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. So let us hold fast to the promise that as we navigate the uncertainties of life, we do so under the vigilant gaze of the Almighty, who encamps around those who fear Him and deliver them. Let us step boldly into each new day, confident that our paths are marked by His protection, our needs met by His provision, and our futures bright with the blessings that only He can bestow. Don't give up, for in God's promise we find not only the strength to endure, but the assurance of victory in every aspect of our lives. Call to faith and action. In the divine narrative that unfolds within each of our lives, there comes a pivotal moment, a clarion call to faith and action that echoes through the corridors of our souls. This call is not merely an invitation to believe in the abstract, but a compelling directive to engage actively with the tangible aspects of God's plan for us. Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead, the Scriptures remind us, underscoring the dynamic interplay between belief and behavior, trust and tangible steps forward. This divine summons is rooted in the recognition that faith is not a passive stance, but an active engagement with the world around us, informed by our trust in God and His promises. It is a faith that sees beyond the immediate to the eternal, that recognizes challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth and demonstration of God's power. To heed this call to faith and action is to embark on a journey marked by prayer, commitment, and an unwavering positive outlook regardless of the vicissitudes of life. Prayer is the lifeline that connects us to the divine, a communication channel that remains open at all hours and in all seasons. It is through prayer that we express our deepest fears, our highest hopes, and our unspoken desires, laying them at the feet of the one who promises to listen and to act. But prayer is also a form of action, a spiritual exercise that aligns our hearts with God's heart, tuning our spirits to the frequency of His will and purposes for our lives. The commitment called for is not a fleeting sentiment, but a steadfast determination to follow God's lead, to remain faithful in the face of adversity, and to persevere when the path grows steep and the night darkens. This commitment is the bedrock upon which our faith stands, a declaration that though the world may shift and shake, our trust in God and His promises remain unshaken. It is a commitment that finds expression in our daily choices, in the way we live our lives, and in the love we extend to those around us. Moreover, the call to faith and action challenges us to maintain a positive outlook toward life's challenges, viewing them through the lens of divine purpose and providence. This perspective is not naive optimism, but a grounded hope that understands that with God, all things are possible, that every trial carries within it the seed of a greater triumph, and that every moment of suffering is an opportunity for God's glory to be revealed. As we respond to this divine call, let us do so with hearts open to the transformative power of faith in action. Let us be diligent in prayer, unwavering in our commitment, and relentlessly positive in our outlook, confident that God is at work in us, through us, and around us. Let this call to faith and action be the anthem of our lives, a melody that guides our steps, illuminates our paths, and draws us ever closer to the one who calls us by name. Don't give up, for the journey of faith is one of continual growth, discovery, and victory. As we walk this path hand in hand with the divine, let us embrace each challenge as an opportunity to demonstrate the strength of our faith and the depth of our commitment. For in the grand design of God's plan, each act of faith, each step of obedience, is a brushstroke in the masterpiece He is creating with our lives. Assurance of divine support. In the symphony of life, amidst the crescendos of triumph and the diminuendos of trial, there echoes a sustaining melody of divine assurance. This assurance is God's unwavering commitment to support, love, and guide us through every chapter of our existence. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand, declares the Lord, embedding in our hearts the certainty that regardless of the challenges we face, we are never alone. This divine support is not a mere abstract concept, but a tangible reality that manifests amid our most daunting challenges. It is the hand that steadies us when we stumble, the voice that calms us in the storm, and the light that guides us through the darkness. God's support is as constant as the rising sun, a daily reminder that no adversity is too great, no burden too heavy, and no obstacle is insurmountable with His presence by our side. Moreover, this assurance is an invitation to maintain our faith, even when the path ahead seems unclear. It is a call to trust in the God who sees the end from the beginning, whose plans for us are for good and not for evil, to give us a future and hope. This trust is not passive resignation, but an active engagement with our faith, a decision to lean on God's understanding rather than our own, and to believe that He is working all things together for our good. The promise of God's help is not only a shield in times of trouble, but also a catalyst that empowers us to overcome any adversity and step into our divine destiny. It is the assurance that with God our potential is limitless, our victory assured, and our purpose fulfilled. This divine support lifts us beyond the realm of our abilities, enabling us to achieve what we could never accomplish on our own and to reach heights we never thought possible. As we journey through life, let us hold fast to this assurance of divine support, knowing that God's love for us is unwavering, His guidance infallible, and His support unfailing. Let us face each day with confidence, not because of who we are or what we can do, but because of who God is and what He has promised to do through us. In every moment of uncertainty, let us remember that God is with us, within us, and for us, a powerful ally in our corner, a steadfast friend by our side, and a loving Father who calls us His own. Don't give up, for the assurance of God's support is the foundation upon which we can build a life of faith, hope, and love. It is the bedrock of our confidence and the source of our strength. In every trial, let us cling to this assurance, for it is in the crucible of difficulty that the depth of God's support is most profoundly experienced. With this divine support, we can navigate the storms of life, overcome every challenge, and emerge not just victorious, but transformed, ready to fulfill the glorious destiny that God has prepared for us.